Hey, buenas noches. Este va a ser un video en inglés porque mi amiga habla inglés, pero vamos a aprender mucho de ella. This is gonna be in English. I know most of my followers are in Spanish, but this is in English. So Maritza, this is my friend from what many years.
From seventh grade on.
Introduce yourself first of all.
Mi
What's up?
nombre es Marissa. My name is Marissa, and I grew up with Mr. Luis. And I know a lot about him. I know that he's a very good man, and es mucho bueno hombre. And I was more than happy to be part of his podcast because I'm really involved with different things around the city, and we're here to inspire people.
We're here to inspire people. Look, I hear that, and I love the way you say it. Like, what is it that you want to inspire? What is your going on? Who's Maritza right now?
Well,
I'm not talking about the past. Right now, what's Marissa looking up to? Let's talk about future things.
well,
Greatness.
we hope that our 5-year goal is to have a safe space to give back groceries, clothes, and hopefully hope, resources, or anything that can help us get to the next level of success, whatever that looks like.
When you say next level of success, whatever that looks like, but what is it that you're doing? I know that you told me one time that you have going on to help the youngsters or people, just people by itself. What kind of help are you bringing? What is it that you want to bring to the table to this humanity?
Well, in 2021, it was right in the middle of COVID, and we started seeing that the school system had us pretty much shut down, and we were at home having to teach our kids. And during that process, I realized that in my own community, we had lack. That was lack of groceries, lack of support. We were kind of going mental, to be honest. And I was a mom that wasn't gonna just pretend I didn't see what I was seeing. And so we started giving back groceries. It started becoming a weekly thing. It grew into clothes we were giving away. It grew into events we were putting on for around Halloween for kids that couldn't go to the pumpkin patch because it's $20 for a pumpkin, and we have a family of 5 and we can't afford something like that. So we started growing pumpkin patches every year. But anyway, it's been around for about 4 years. We've done a men's event, a women's event, Christmas events. We've had celebrities sing for kids that were struggling in our hotels locally. There's been so many things that we've done, but it's because there's still bueno corazones out there in the mundo.
Oh, you know what? You're what? 40?
43, about to be 44.
44,
This month,
bro.
his birthday.
I'm over here talking to this friend of mine that so lovely. I remember her since high school, and I'm looking at you and the way you're talking about. It's a lot of shit that the governor should be doing, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm listening to you, and like, look, I wanna. That's how it starts. I wanna help the community. I wanna help the school district. I wanna help the kids. I wanna help. I remember you inviting me to one of those Father Days, or what was it?
Oh man, we had a men's event. It was the most impactful event we had. We actually had a marriage proposal right after that, and it's cool. But let me tell you, don't give me credit. Even my organization, Love Foundation. Love Foundation is based off of pure love, and the community has put into the pot, whether it was the place, the time, the products we gave out for free. We've had motivational speakers. We've had people that have come through major breakthroughs of molestation, rape, going into jail, and coming out on top. Don't put a cap on your life. There's still much life to live, and that's what we rock for. We don't want to judge anybody. We want to just bring people support and meet everybody where they're at, and hopefully we can get rid of the fear because we're mostly scared to jump out of our comfort zone. There's a lot of programming, you guys, of our upbringings.
Tell him. Don't worry about it.
There's a lot of programming of our upbringings that cause us to get off track to what I believe God has called us to do. And that can be parents possibly being selfish, alcoholics, So then there's a need of control because your situation's out of control, and you carry that into your relationships as you grow up. There's so much stuff.
Let me stop you. I know where you're going. I know where
Yeah.
and this is the reasons of why
Sorry.
you're so passionate about
Yeah.
it. You know.
I mean, let's give grace, you guys.
Let's
Bottom
give
line.
grace, but I'm like, see, this is where I'm at. First of all, this is Maritza. Marissa Herrera.
Yes.
Marissa Herrera. She's a friend of mine in high school. Then I'm excited because she's trying to do something big, and I see it. You know, and this she's like, what are we gonna talk about? What is it that? Please tell me so I can be ready. Tell me what I got. There's nothing to be ready when you're over here with Mr. Bad Influence. But but I like this. Okay, we're gonna continue. I know that you have this plan of saving the planet, saving the world, saving the community, saving the kids of whatever they went through. A lot of people healing.
Yes.
So I know you're 44. You already have a lifespan, right? Is that how you call it?
Yes.
And what do you think? What's your major here to help out at? Because I know when you call me, it was what do you say? It was a father thing.
Yes.
A father, and I remember myself going there because I've been going through the divorce that many of the kids go through, and many of the fathers, me myself, I was out here just like, what should I do? You know, going through my own process of healing, and my son over here, and I don't know where you just were like, Luis, hey, listen, do you wanna come over?
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling my son, you know what? I need to start going out. I need to start finding myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, miracle that how God works. And then I saw you over there, and I saw a lot of people, and I feel weird good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cause I do feel the vibe.
Yes.
And I do feel your passion about it. I remember you guys singing. I got a gift. It made me feel a father that somebody appreciated. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things that you're doing this for.
Yes. And the reason I did the men's event is because I was thinking of all the women that complain and say there's no good guys out there. You know, all the guys are dogs. However, what are the women doing about teaching the men to be successful and better partners? So I said, Lord, what are we doing here? So he gave me backpacks that were donated, or not backpacks, sorry.
Sleeping bags.
Yeah, sleeping bags. We had to give out.
I got one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nirvana shirts. We put a bunch of clothes out there. Swimming trunks, you know, gently used stuff. And then there was a tie station. And, you know, some little boys don't ever learn to tie a tie. And eventually, maybe they'll go to a high school dance. We want to empower. That's what it is. Don't worry about where they're coming from. Worry about what are you doing about setting people up to succeed instead of talking masa. What are we doing about it? We're complaining, but what is the action behind what you're complaining about? And that's what I respect, and we got to get more into action. And I'm not judging anybody out there because there's brilliant ideas, but don't be afraid to bring them to the table because there's a lot of people out there that are willing to listen and maybe go, hey, I believe in you. Let's do it.
Ándale. And she's still calling me, Luis, hey, Luis, I have this other project. And just, right? Yeah. And I told her too, like, listen, don't take it personally. I have my own project. Don't get me fucked up, you know? And so I told her right today, I was like, you know what? You need to come over. Let's, I'm doing my podcast. I'm trying to help out some kids too, what they're going through, like, life without a dad. That I was like, bro, I never knew that there were so many kids without a dad. And after my divorce, I was like, you know what? If I would have listened to all these people, my sons would not really have a dad. You know? And here you are trying to accommodate all these kids because they need somebody to actually look for them, look to take care of them.
Yes.
So when you say facilities, what kind of facilities you're bringing up to help open up, or is there gonna be rooms? What is it? What's
So, this is actually no one knows, but recently, I attended a beautiful dance. It wasn't a dance, I'm sorry, gala, and we raised a bunch of money, and my intuition said, shame on you, Marissa. You should have been doing more. So this is, you guys are hearing it firsthand, live, or on this podcast, that I'm gonna hit up the city for a building, because there's a lot of people that want to donate time, resources, education, empowerment, motivational speakers, people that have been in prison, people that have been molested, raped, in situations you don't want to even imagine, that are speaking out to say how they've become directors. All these beautiful titles, irregardless of the
Abuse or trauma.
obstacles.
Abuse or trauma
Yes,
they went through.
yes, obstacles ahead of them. They said, that's okay. Let's move on. What can we do about this? So I'm all about that. Let's use our pain for purpose.
Marissa,
And
this is a very personal question for me to you. What do you think is actually happening that makes these kids being how they are right now, and the parents being how they are right now? Why are we going through all these dads, that all these kids that don't have a dad or mom, or what's going on? What do you think it is?
I believe that we got away from the purities and the basics of what life is meant to be. And social media and different kinds of outlets that are teaching you to buy certain things, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and certain things that they're saying, pay for this, it will fulfill you. It's kind of like Pinocchio, come on, it's fantasy land, whatever, and then all of a sudden you're a jackass, eon, eon, right? It's kind of like that. And social media and definitely any of the news outlets are gonna trick you to think this is fulfillment. But guess what? When you step outside and you start seeing life in real form, the sun, hear the birds, see life, breathe in and breathe out, basics. I'm telling you, you will understand a connection that no media can touch, because that's what it's meant to be. I know we're on a podcast, and I know that we need this to get the word out.
Mm-hmm.
So there's benefits to it, but there's also limits, because we shouldn't ask that how we're supposed to live if it's a computer. Sorry, AI. This is authenticity. This is pain. This is something that we're really talking about. It's truth. And that's nothing AI or any kind of media or newscast can ever take away from us. This is a friendship that happened before husbands or wives or divorces or kids. So what we're telling you is to hopefully set you up to succeed, have healthy relationships, tell your wife or spouse you love them and you encourage them. Don't go against them.
Because yeah, definitely what you're saying is right. This is a true friendship since we go back to high school, where like we didn't really hang out, but like I know Marissa Herrera, and you were like, I know Luis, you know what I mean. We had classes together, and you leave a timeline. We were the same timeline but different dimensions, different lives. That now that you tell me out of camera how your life was, I was like, whoa, you went through all that stuff? Like, where was I? And I went through all my life, and I could say, yes, I had some issues, yes, I had some problems, but nothing compared to what people have been hearing about kids, their dads, their moms, how they were together, not together, how it affect them, in many
Yes.
ways.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said, what are you planning on helping these kids with? What's the main? You said, I want to give them what in order for them to be. What's the healing process for them or these kids that you bring into the table?
So, well, we have a situation where foster kids are coming out of once you're 18, services stop. So one of our focuses is the kids that are transitioning out. Where are they going? Are they becoming a gang member?
There's
Are
so
they
much
in the
to
streets? I mean,
so much to
are they
fix,
getting introduced to Fetty? This is real stuff.
This is really happening.
So we want to get a building so we can bring in all the forces. We can fill in the cracks of people that are struggling out there. I don't care what people are on, how drunk they are, how high they are. they just slammed. Come and sleep 3 days. Detox the shit out of it. Sorry, excuse my language.
Hey, it is YouTube.
After that,
this is Mr. Bad Influence interviewing. You can
after
say
that,
whatever you want.
let's get some nutrition in your body. Let's get nutrition in your body. And I believe that people should get 5-star treatment. I want to bring you the best breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So also what I'm hearing,
like, I have ideas,
and I'm not
what
hearing it. I'm not hearing it for you per se. Are you thinking that most of these kids are in some kind of drug use? When you say they gotta feed him, you gotta clean him.
Well, I was thinking of people that are struggling right now in the gaps of, because I was told we're only focusing on families.
Mm-hmm.
I have people that are single that are out there on the streets right now with their dog, that are sad, lonely, depressed. They don't feel hopeful. And what about my friends like that? So that's when it put a freaking fire under my ass, and I said, I'm asking the city for a damn building. Pastor Madeline did it 20 years ago. I'm the witness that I went through that recovery center. Let's do this
I know
shit.
why you're here, bro. I know why you're here with me.
Yeah, I was like, they'll give us a building, Luis.
They're gonna
And then
give
we
you
could do
everything
free
that
haircuts.
everything
We
that
could,
you
hey,
ask.
come
I think they
get a
gotta give
shower.
you everything that you ask because, bro, if it's gonna help the community, come on, guys. There is so many.
We need so much support.
We need so much support for real.
We're lost. We're lost. And
You know,
government is spending millions of dollars to think how we should control the people of how they should get help. If you don't have lived an experience, I went in the bathroom off Lincoln Park. I was hopeless. I slept in there. It was humiliating, piss and everything. I slept in there. When you're at that bottom, then maybe you can speak on something that has homeless solutions. But if you have never experienced anything that's the depth of hell of understanding your stuff could be stolen, you're alone, you don't trust anybody, so people could rob you, then how would you have a damn solution about homeless?
Right.
How are you going to decide how the monies get spent? And I will call
or
people
judge
out
him
about
that
it.
look, he doesn't want to fucking
There's a lot of
work.
leaders that have zero clue. I'm sorry, zero clue about that heartache, that depth of despair. And they're pushing the monies to make the decision. And I just don't like it. That's why I'm stepping up. I'm like, I don't care if you find flaws on me, search. That's okay. It's probably something I will say, yeah, and moving on.
Because that was me.
Because
Now
we
this
have
is
to.
me.
Yes.
This is Marissa.
We're moving forward.
Maritza.
Yes.
Marissa Herrera. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I mean? No, because look, this is what it's gotta be. You gotta reborn. You gotta be somebody else. And whatever you went, whatever you learn, you bring into the table and say like, I already been there, done that shit. And now not maybe everybody, but there's a lot like me because a huevo, they gotta be a lot of people like you that went through that same process. I don't know what it was. Not having a mom, not having a father, I don't know. Being raped, being abused, being whatever happened, you have some kind of experience in life. Like I said, no, when I went through this shit, let me tell you guys, I just wanted some help. I just needed somebody to open the door and say, you know what, I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
Because now everybody was just judging me. Like, look, here comes a fucking drug addict doing none with fucking life. You know, when in matter of...
I still have my friends coming to me with stories where I was blacked out because I was on dope. And they're like, hey, Marissa, we picked you up off, by Vicentia Elementary and you were just out of your mind. We dropped you off at a drug house. And I'm like...
And here I am thinking...
I don't remember this.
Yeah, like, see, in my lifespan, I was just a dad and I had my wife. And, like, bro... a lot of my friends went through a lot of shit now that I'm getting to meet my friends from high school. I'm like, bro, I know I'm divorced, but I'm fucking cool. You guys went through a lot of shit.
Well, hopefully you guys can change this into Spanish and use the YouTube and ask it to translate because I'm about to tell you something. We're trying to save you from yourself. He says a lot of followers are from Mexico and that they are younger gentlemen. So... let me tell you something. You're valuable, super valuable, and you have a God-given talent in your heart. And you keep maybe seeking, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I don't know the situation, but let me tell you, what our higher power thinks of you, God, He thinks you're perfect just the way you are.
Amen.
Like gorgeous, like wonderful, loving, loved beyond measure. Like he hugs you every day. So don't think any less than that love that's been given to you by your higher power. Like it's warmth, it's security, and it's you activate whatever it is. And whatever girl, maybe in your relationship or male even, who hurt your heart and your corazon, you let that be their problem. You are more than enough. And if you settle below that line, God's not going to bless it, because you have to know the value within your heart of your higher power is beyond. And this life is temporary. It's a blink of an eye. So help, help, help everybody that you see if you're able to, without jeopardizing your family or your values. But don't pretend you don't see suffering. Don't pretend, because that's not right. That's not being human. You rise up and you help the elders, the kids, the people that don't understand what's going on. You help them, you protect them, please.
Right. Question. And we're about to finish, but question, what do you think, what's the best advice that you can give somebody that just graduated right now? And they're like, okay, my mom is over there, my dad is over there. What should I do? I'm 18. I'm you, Maritza. There's many Maritzas out there at 18.
I'm so glad you asked, because I am fortunate enough to crown the queen for Cinco de Mayo. She raises funds for the Cinco, for all the high schools around, for people to go to college. So my advice would definitely be, please let yourself get rounded. Get a little job, collect some money, travel a little bit. Because what we tend to do is think, this is the Gaius. This is life. We never experience anything outside of this box of what we're programmed to think. And sorry, everybody, I'm going to say it. Parents can be completely wrong. Completely wrong. Including myself. So what I hope for my youth out there, all around the world, is you get to see a different style of life, so you can know, hey, I don't really know much. So let me be a sponge and let me learn as much as I can so I can help others, and also activate my God-given talent to create a business in that, whether that's entrepreneurship or going on to another company that might have a position that's exactly what's called to be you. So you have to dig in there, all right? And in order to dig in there, youth, you have to do some soul searching. And that also has to do with sounding out the negative thinking of possibly people that doubted you. Because you do have haters. I'm sorry, kids, but you do. And you have to drown them out. And you have to ask God, what is exactly I'm called to do? And it's called a purpose-driven life. And it's a fulfillment. And you know you're exactly on track. And I might not have all the answers, but I believe in you kids. I definitely do.
Second and last question to close this
Sorry.
video. What about the dads of an 18-year-old? The mom and the dad of an 18-year-old.
Girl or boy?
Let's just say, okay, my daughter. What are you? You're 44, and they're like, just tell me what to do with my 18-year-old girl. No, what? Yeah, you're 40. Like even right now. Mm-hmm. No, you can't give advice yet on that one. Well, can you?
Well, yeah. I raised a daughter, and I'm not going to say her name because I'm respecting her privacy, but she's 23. Okay. She came in my life when she was 7, so yes, I have something to say about it. I think at 18 it's hard because it's hormones, and naturally you kind of want to feel like you're pretty, and you do need validation from boys that aren't the dad to say, oh, you're beautiful, mija. It's kind of like, you have to say that, Dad. And it's a very crucial time. It's kind of a make or break time. So what I would suggest is, if you can plan on one-on-one time with her, she'll never regret that. Because she'll know her dad or her mom made that personal time with her. And that's going to speak numbers when she's her own mom. I remember my dad took me, and it was just us, and he was just checking on my mental health, and
Yes, okay.
They're
So
never gonna
pretty much
regret
you're
the
saying,
personal time together.
to
Whether
summarize.
the mom steps up and goes, "Let's go get our nails done. Let's chit chat." Those personal moments speak numbers in our adulthood.
To summarize, spend time with your daughter, get to know her feelings, her emotions, and why is she even acting like that. Because at the end of the day, you gotta remember she's a lot like you, in many ways. Yeah,
And there's hormones, so there's just so much going on. But they need proper sleep. It's like ridiculous. Look at the statistics. It's like 17 hours or 13 hours of sleep or something crazy. So do you think our teenagers get that? No. Are they video gaming? And then 5 hours later waking up for school?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're going
So
up
that's
crazy
not helping
vaping
development.
and all that stuff. Besides the point, you know. Okay, what about a boy? You have a boy? You don't have a boy?
I have 2 boys.
What do you think?
I think you need an emotional and physical outlet for boys.
Okay.
I made sure my
Emotional and
son
physical
is
outlet.
in choir, so he has a musical outlet, and he really gravitated to it at 8th grade. So when we hit high school, because we all know we start getting like very influential. I saw on his schedule no choir, and it was, to me as a mom, it was danger, danger, because he had a physical sport. He's in water polo, but I knew the emotional outlet wasn't there, and that can cause depression, anxiety, and for you to become more introverted. And he struggles with ADHD too, so I knew it was really important. And so anyway, it's on the schedule now. 6th period choir.
They gotta handle it. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
But
good.
I think for men, they need that physical and an emotional outlet. They need it.
So thank you guys for watching this video. This video is about Marissa Herrera, a friend of mine from high school that is willing to do anything to help out the community, the youngsters, and the future. And hopefully this podcast, this video, it leads to her being somebody out there. We need to change the government. To be honest, we need to change the cycle of life. This can be it, and she's ready to help out. I wish you can be replacing some of these governors or whatever they're trying to help out, and you can help out with. Let's start with Corona. How about that? You know.
Yes, that's what we're starting.
So we're
and the
start-
reason why is because coronavirus, corona victory.
Corona. La verga. Well, pues, you guys. So that's it. Because Maritza Herrera, and she's a friend of mine. And this is Mr. Bad Influence podcast.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye bye.